Caroline was not born into wealth. She didn't have connections, money, or a powerful background. What she did have was a restless mind and a burning desire to change her life. Every morning, she would wake up in her small house, staring at the same ceiling, hearing the same words from people around her. Business is risky. Get a safe job. People like us don't succeed in big things. These words echoed in her mind, trying to shape her future into something small and predictable. But deep inside, she felt something different, something stronger. She knew she was not meant for an ordinary life. There was a fire inside her, quiet but powerful, waiting for the right moment to rise. One day, while scrolling through social media, Caroline noticed something that caught her attention. Small clothing brands were growing rapidly. Ordinary people were turning their ideas into businesses, creating unique designs and building loyal customers. People were no longer just following big brands. They were supporting creativity and individuality. That moment planted a seed in her mind. She couldn't stop thinking about it. The idea kept returning, whispering to her, pushing her. Finally, she said to herself, "If they can do it, why can't I?" But reality hit her quickly. She had no money, no experience, and no guidance. Still, she made a decision that would change everything. She decided to start anyway. Caroline began with what she had. She took some of her old clothes and started redesigning them. She cut, stitched, experimented, and sometimes ruined pieces completely. But she kept learning. When she felt something looked good, she took pictures and uploaded them online. At first, nothing happened. No likes, no comments, no orders. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. It felt like she was invisible. Every post felt like a small hope, and every silence felt like a quiet rejection. Doubt slowly crept in. What am I doing? Is this even worth it? Maybe they were right. But something inside her refused to let go. Instead of quitting, Caroline chose to improve. She started watching free tutorials about marketing, branding, and business strategies. She studied successful pages, observed what people liked, and slowly adjusted her work. Her nights became longer. While the world slept, she worked. While others rested, she planned. Her small room became her workshop, her classroom, and her dream space. She failed many times. Some designs didn't look good. Some ideas didn't work. Sometimes she felt exhausted and emotionally drained. But every failure added a lesson, and every lesson made her stronger. Then, one ordinary day, something extraordinary happened. A random influencer came across her design. They liked it, and they shared it. Within hours, Caroline's quiet world turned into chaos. Her phone started buzzing nonstop. Messages flooded in. People were asking questions, placing orders, and showing interest. For the first time, she felt seen. Her hands were shaking when she received her first order. It wasn't just money. It was proof. Proof that her effort mattered. Proof that she was capable. Proof that she was on the right path. That one moment changed everything. Orders kept coming, slowly at first, then faster. Caroline worked day and night to keep up. She packed products herself, managed customers, and handled everything alone. But with growth came fear. What if this stops? What if I can't handle this? What if I fail now? Fear followed her like a shadow. But this time, she didn't let it control her. She reminded herself that fear had never built anything. Action did. So instead of stopping, she moved forward. She reinvested everything she earned. She bought better fabric, improved her stitching, upgraded her designs, and focused on presentation. She started thinking not just like a creator, but like a business owner. Slowly, her small idea transformed into something bigger. A year later, Caroline took a bold step. She launched her first complete collection. This wasn't just a few redesigned clothes anymore. It was a brand. It had identity, purpose, and vision. She was nervous. What if no one liked it? But when the collection went live, something unbelievable happened. It sold out within days. People didn't just see clothes. They saw passion, struggle, and authenticity. They connected with her story, even if they didn't know it fully. That was the moment Caroline realized something powerful. People don't just buy products, they buy emotions, stories, and meaning. Her life began to change. She moved out of her small room into a proper workspace. She hired her first employee, then slowly built a team. What once felt impossible was now her reality. Her brand started gaining recognition. People appreciated her designs, her quality, and her uniqueness. She was no longer just someone trying, she was someone succeeding. The same voices that once doubted her began to change. "We always knew you would make it. We believed in you from the start." Caroline would just smile. Because she remembered everything. She remembered the silence when no one supported her. She remembered the failures that almost broke her. She remembered the nights she cried but still continued. She knew the truth behind her journey. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent alone. It wasn't money. It was consistency when no one was watching. It was courage when everything felt uncertain. It was belief when nothing made sense. And most importantly, it was her decision to never stop. Caroline's story is not just about business. It's about mindset. It's about starting with nothing and building something meaningful. It's about trusting yourself when no one else does. Because in the end, success doesn't belong to the smartest people, the richest people, or the luckiest people. It belongs to those who keep going, even when it's hard, even when it's slow, and even when it feels impossible.